But yeah, overall, right now we are in pretty decent situation. We're still not kind of the strongest in the region, although we got strong allies, so that makes us fairly capable of defeating our enemies. But like now we're starting to get into a position where we can invest a lot into our economy, or decent bit into our economy, which is going to make us stronger and stronger. We can maybe get a little bit more... Actually, yeah, I wanted to check the meritocracy, didn't I? Let's have a look at that. Also, we got to 11,000 manpower right now. That's not massive. The meritocracy, is it? No, it's not spreading it. I believe we need to have the sale of office reform at least 2 to ban the sale of offices, and a few other things that we need to get. Rural skill, admin skill is higher than 3. We got 3, so I guess it needs to be 4 or higher in reality. Sovereign court reform. Oh yeah, we don't have those yet. So there's a lot of things that we need to get. But in theory, yeah, if we can conquer enough from Ottomans, then it's a possibility that we'll have 10%. I mean, we've already got 6.7% in here. Ooh. Interesting. We haven't gotten any more provinces that have it, though, than just that one. So I guess Theodora was pretty high development. Oh, we've got 601 development now total. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I believe in the Portugal game we got to at least the hybrid army, and that was already quite costly. But that also meant that noble levies were a lot less. But that's kind of why we are trying to force our economy to be a little bit better. It's just taking a while. But next month, there we go, we can get the claim over here. As soon as the things are calculated. There we go. That's 2 claims. We could still get more claims over here, to be fair, so we'll keep the spy in there. It would take more land from them, that's always welcome. So how much are we getting money? 1.75 ducats per month right now, that's not too bad. We pay almost 0.7 ducats for the loan repayments, or the interest rather. That is still quite a bit. Ossetia is down to 5,000 men in their troops. Oh, there we go. Mamluks paid off our loan. Ah, I love Mamluks. When they're an ally that is willing to pay off your loans. Otherwise, I usually don't like them. But this playthrough, they've been quite valuable after we had to fight them off twice. But, you know, beyond that... Right, I'm still waiting for the militech. The better cavalry would be nice, and the extra military taxes would be really nice. That'd be actually a massive boost there. And of course, getting the better castles as well would be pretty decent. Okay, where's the troops? No, we're still in Ossetia, alright. Slowly getting our way down south. That's going to increase the separatism in here, which is not great. Although it's probably not going to fire quite yet. Well, it depends how quickly they get this siege done. And it is actually about 26 days per siege 6, so yeah, it is going to take a while. Oh man, looking at that corruption go down now is just brilliant. It was pretty high for a while though, so like it's been in the waiting for a decent bit of time now. Okay, please don't siege it down yet. Nope, you did not. Good. Well done. Well done. Right, I'll cancel the military access. Oh, right, because they finally realized how to get their troops back home. Oh, no, we're getting, yeah, about 2.5 ducats per month. So that is good. How much have we done the capital yet? It is... Well, we need 3 more years, basically, and it's going to be done. How's the conversions going in here? It's probably around 46%. Alright, I mean, that's not too bad. Still seems to be taking a while, though. Okay, now if they win that siege... Like, we need to win, or have them lose that siege one more time, and then we can probably fight them off. Then we're going to fight off the Pretender Rebellion, and then go fight off that separatist troop there. Then we'll need to put in some rebel suppression in locations. Okay, there we go. They did not win the siege. They're down to 13.4 thousand. We got 18,000. We'll have the defended terrain. Well, it's crash flats actually, so it's not that much of defended terrain. But regardless, we should not get at least the crossing penalty, which is quite nice. They do not have a leader. Oh, they do have cannons though, but it's not going to save them. This was a piece of cake. Also, I have a lot higher tactics than they do. Okay, they go into Iglit, so we'll go there first, and then we'll go after Bakhtiari, and then go for the 1 or 500,000 separatists over here that we can quite easily deal with. And then we'll have some truce, I suppose. There we go. We'll have 44 men there. It's not too bad though. So this one's going to be a bit worse terrain for us, but no river crossing penalty. Only the -1 from the terrain. Taking a fair bit of losses in here. I mean, I suppose we are still reinforcing fairly quickly. So it's not that bad. There we go. So we do have the -1 from the terrain, but we got so much more troops in here that that was quite an easy victory. Now we'll just de-siege this one. Shouldn't take it all that long. Ooh, now we're getting 3 ducats per month. I mean, I'll take it. I suppose since there's less areas over here being sieged down, that helps. Oh, and we got 2+1 stability. Well, ain't that lovely. So we could, in theory, start doing more of the reforms here. Maybe the clergy taxation would be nice. Oh, there we go. That's a siege done. And go over there. I suppose what I could do, I could go for like Caslin and put in the rebel suppression on for a little bit. Deal with the rebellions and also maybe reduce... Oh, Theodora has no rebellion anymore. Oh, that's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Oh, right, we got our ships still over there on the Gulf of Varna. We should probably bring them back home. Oh, and we do actually have a bit of naval materials now. There's not much, but it's better than just the base 100. So in theory, we might be able to start getting a little bit more of that. Of course, the naval material price for us is still utter rubbish, so I don't think we'll be able to sell much of it. Right, so let's bring this home. We might have to upgrade... Oh! Personal union on Monarch death. Succession war between Commonwealth and Trebizond. Yeah, Theodora is probably gaining a decent bit. Can we actually see the naval... Oh, yeah. Got a little bit of production in there, at least. Most of these other places basically have nothing in terms of naval material production. We have the naval material... or ship... We had the ship production in some of these, but I guess it's just not worth it for them. Oh, wow, there's basically no industry in Guria. Right, so what sort of... Oh, they got ship production in there. But if we have a look at the ship price here, it's... Yeah, it's less than half of what the starting or the base price is, so it's not great. But it's just like we are mostly inland areas, and our trading areas are just these 3, which aren't necessarily particularly good for ships. Especially since I don't think we're really trading with the provinces in Turkish Empire or anything like that. A little bit with the Mamluks, I suppose. But like they probably produce their own insufficient numbers. Okay, we need a new advisor. Ooh. That might not be bad one. Bureaucrat advisor. Siege ability and fort defense, or, well, that's those are both to nobility, that's both to nobility, so if we don't want to give nobility any more influence, then that is going to have to be the option. Oh, actually, the nobility is now less than 50, at least, in influence, so it's slowly getting better. And if we can, I mean, they don't have any increases anymore, or like passive increases anyway. Now, I do want to, hold on a minute, we got 15 over there. I could potentially... at last promote the bureaucrat faction. Stability increase interval is starting to go up again. Oh. Alright. All that is already helping with that. Let's have a look at the reforms now. What could we do? Livable salaries. Literacy tests. Precision faction. Appointment of officials. Oh. Right, bureaucrat influence plus 25%, state corruption goes down, stability increase interval goes up. We do lose 1 point in stability, gain a bit of corruption, and the relations go down, but no loyalties go down, so that's good. So that's a potentially good one. I don't suppose we can get the magistrates yet. No, the autonomy is still too high. So that's a no-no. Literacy test is okay, increases admin efficiency, but it's not necessarily that much needed right now. Livable salaries would overall reduce the corruption by increasing the bureaucrat wages. Then there's the enforce a reasonable tenure duration. That would reduce the corruption over time. It would cause some, I'll like have some problems at first there. Oh, is that? Oh, we don't have enough admin posts at the ban the sale of officers. We might actually go for that one because those numbers are good. We know that we need this one for some other things later on. And like that would be at least a sure way to start reducing the corruption. So we'll just save the points for now. We did do the... Well, I mean, we don't need to wait for all that long to be able to do that anyway. It is going to cost us a little bit of stability. Also, we should probably... Do we have marriages with everyone already? That we can. Well, we can't marry Mamluks. We can't marry Karakajinlu because they are a horde. We probably can't get, marry Siberia. Commonwealth, Ossetia, and Trebizond. We got royal marriage with all three of those. We could, of course, just do the marry noble consort. To be fair, that would increase their power a little bit, but it's not the worst thing. Also increase Diplo reputation, so that might lower the... or that will lower the liberty desire from Karakajinlu a little bit. Also gives us a half a point of stability and 10 loyalty, so I think that is a worthwhile effort. Although the, you know, the consort isn't all that skillful, but we might have a chance of getting an heir at least. Alright, actually, can we have a look at the price of naval materials in here then? It's still pretty low, but not great. At least we're getting money. Oh, right, yeah. So I wanted to give you orders to do the rebel suppression all the way there, all the way to the south, a little bit down there. I wonder if we can link up... Well, let's go ahead and go through the Caspian coast there. I don't suppose I can reach there because I can't go through Commonwealth's land. We can at least, you know, help the Ossetia a little bit. Although we should probably do a bit of drilling soon enough. Once we dealt with that one, we could actually just switch to drilling. Get the professionalism up at least a little bit. Maybe hit the 20% that we need for the modifiers. Or the army drill gain modifier, which, to be fair, isn't that important. But, you know, getting the drill up a little bit will help at least in the first few combats in a war, which may quite often help, or like, you know, flip the balance quite drastically for the rest of the war. Like, if you get good victories in the beginning, then it's a lot harder for the enemy to actually make gains. Of course, you can still lose the war, that's not a guarantee, of course, but... Honestly, I would almost love to see the succession war between Commonwealth and Trebizond. Although, with my luck, I'd probably be on the Trebizond side. There we go, that's one of the rebellions still. Just gonna wait us to get back to Com, because that is gonna reduce the unrest on basically everywhere. Although, I suppose we have so many the rebellions already here recently that I don't think there's gonna be any for the foreseeable future. Well, let's actually have a look. So we've got the... Well, we haven't got the states over here, rather. And how is the institution spreading? It is... Oh! It is present in Baku, so it's now spreading all along the coast here. And also, our capital is getting some of it. Basically nothing, though. But it is getting it. Alright. Are we getting anything else there? No. And in the Brent, we haven't really started getting the... Oh, right. How far are we from getting... or embracing the commercialization? Oh. We've got 1.5% right now. Although now it is spreading quite a bit faster in here. Well, there's 0.11 there, 0.11, 0.11, 0.11. I'm seeing a pattern here. Right, so it's a 0.11 on all of those. And over here, it's not even spreading because we do not have the... I suppose we have too high influence from the clan still. Well, it's still 40%, yeah, it's pretty high. Ooh, truce with Sarda-Gone ended. Ah. Well... We could do another war. Just a quick one. If we declare war on them... we got the Conquest Casus Belli on them, or we could do the Holy War for a little bit less aggressive expansion. They have no troops. You know what? It's a quick war. It's gonna give us Fars, which is actually fairly high development. To be fair, it's gonna take a decent bit of admin points to core it, but, you know, beyond that, it's not too bad. Like, sieging is going to take a little bit... We probably don't want to loot it too badly. Just so that we can, you know, get the money for it. Or keep the development in there for the most part. So we'll go with light looting for this war in particular. But probably a lot of the other wars we don't really need to worry about. But we'll see. I'm kind of hoping that the legitimacy will start going up again. I've got 13,000 manpower. That's not too bad. Oh, right. We can't get all the coring done now because Sarda-Gone has cores in there. But, oh well. Light looting. How much are we getting money? We're getting... Okay, 1.3 ducats right now, but that's probably going to go up a little bit. At least I'm hoping that is. Right, so how is the liberty desire? Oh, it's down to 71% with Karakajinlu. Now, a big portion of that is because our Diplo reputation is actually pretty sweet. There's still a horde. They still got the 40% from the enforced religion. So if that was all the way down to 0, that would already be like 30... 1 or somewhere around there. Oh, right. They do not have a proper castle in their capital. It's only level 2 fort. Also, what is Katenka doing? It just got troops moving through. I guess not necessarily anything that we need to worry about. How's the corruption doing? It's still going down by 1.16 per year. So it's still almost a 0.1 per month. So that's not too shabby either. Right, so let's go ahead and pre-plan the peace deal. Well, it's going to be 25 ducats and, well, that province. But then we need to start figuring out doing the proxy wars against Corset so we can get the coastal area here. We'll probably give a little bit of their lands to Caracalla, maybe at least one province to begin with. Later on we might do something else, or make it a little bit more, but we'll see. How is our centralization doing, by the way? It's 26 right now. It is going up, thanks to a lot of the other things that we have, like the admin tech 31 apparently, and a few other things. So it is going up. It's not going up very quickly, and it's only, yeah, it's only 26. Oh, and more investments. Probably not all that many, although, no, there's some old investments. So yeah, it's fairly small amounts there. Let's just quickly check our capital. How much do they invest in there? Nothing. What about Derbent? A little bit in there. And Baku? Tiny bit of forestries and academic. Okay. So overall, that was probably not all that much investments. Like, it's maybe 16 or 20, somewhere around there. Like, it's total. Oh no, we don't have Casus Belli against Mamluks anymore. Well, that's probably for the best. We are allied with them. Because Theodoro doesn't have unrest, which I'm really surprised by. Although there is quite a separatism, but I suppose there is... Well, actually the garrison isn't that high. We do not really have... well, we do have Harbridge in there, but yeah, the communications efficiency is rather bad, despite that. It's only 22%. But I suppose we don't have all the best roads going into the coast here, which does cause some issues. Ooh, trade range, pathing... Yeah, I think we are going to take the Diplotech. And the Miltech. And we're going to switch the cavalry already because we don't need to worry about that one. Okay, light hussars would be really good at shock and offensive morale. Not very good at defensive. Light Cossacks would be really good at fire and morale. So I think I'm going to go with the hussars because cavalry is more focused towards the shock anyway. So strengthening that even further is going to be a good one. Oh, and that increased our tactics, didn't it? Oh, and it also made the castle be less valuable. Oh, there we go. I'm going to spare them, because we are going to conquer them. Right about now. There we go. Forest is ours. Now we just need to start coring that. 56 points. Okay. Right, let's send this back to Com, because we probably... Well, we could probably do a bit of drilling first, and then once the rebel faction reaches like 50%, we can start doing the rebel suppression again. But I want to get a little bit drilled for the army at least. We are up to 100 ducats now, so that's not too bad. We did have the investments already this year though, so it's not going to be that good decision necessarily to expand that. Oh, yeah, we lost a ton of manpower. Oh, Tvin is constructing something. What are you doing? Pathing, alright. Tower is working on irrigation. Oh, there's going to be irrigation level 4. Well, actually, probably not going to be level 4. They're just doing a little bit of a level there. And over here we are working on also like a one sub-level of pathing. So it might be just, you know, fixing down some of the, I suppose, attrition sort of. Oh, they're building another harbridge, or working on the harbridge in Derbent. Which actually, how is the communications is 73% in here. That's not too bad. This one have the river going through? Yes, this one does have a navigable river flowing through this province. So what I could do, in theory, is build up harbridge over here as well. Although this is a very small province in terms of population. So I'm not entirely sure, like, there's not that much industry in here in the first place, so perhaps not that important. How's the autonomy doing now? I suppose it hasn't really improved yet. The capital is not completed yet. Maybe another 2 years or so. And then we'll have our capital. At last. Or rather, the capital building. Oh no, we lost Pierre. Alright, I guess we need to hire another general soon. Which, to be fair, we do not have the points yet. It's going to be 4 to 12 pips though, so it might be good. Oh, 4 to 11 pips now. Alright, never mind. How's the bear doing? Okay, so that is wasteland there. We can see that they have two provinces in here. They don't have a lot of troops in here though. They got the troops all the way in there. Well, I suppose if that's the capital, then that makes sense. Oh, and we can... No, we can't actually get a claim on... Or another claim on Mogulistan yet. It's probably going to be over here. Jajrom. Next one. Oh, right. Let's do the drilling as soon as... Oh, wait. Hold on a minute. Oh, we can't do the drilling because we don't have a general, of course. Alright. Well. It's going to be... Well, it's actually going to be taxes first, so... It's probably going to be somewhere around... Well, I suppose... In the meanwhile, we can just do the rebel suppression. Once we get a general, we can start doing some drilling. If I remember to do that. Is the autonomy going up still here? Actually, it's slowly going down. Also, how is the... Nobility is still getting power thanks to the marriage that we did. Yeah, it's getting a little bit power. It's not too bad. They got 19,000 wealth, though. Oh. That is quite impressive. Oh. Oh. We can do tax reform. So that would be actually a little bit less direct tax, or the base direct tax, but according to the state reach, it would still be more overall. Mana cost for all state direct taxes. I think that is like it's going to be better for us, but like it says plus 5% from the -5 over here, but I'm not entirely sure which way it's going to be going. Although it does increase the welfare, so I'm guessing it is going to be. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. But it doesn't allow a few more tax types. That wouldn't necessarily be bad. I don't think it's going to be too expensive in terms of the points either. Well, it's 200... Oh, right. Were we saving those out of imposts or something? I remember now. It was the ban the sale of officers, and we can't do that one right now because... Oh, we need the middle points. Alright. I remember now. I'll do the ban the sale of officers, and then we can work on... I will get back to +1 stability, and then we're going to get the tax upgrade. Although, if we could get this one, that would be plus 20% times state reach based indirect tax efficiency. Minus 10% mana cost of all state indirect taxes. Enables alcohol excise. Ah. So I have a feeling that a lot wealthier times are ahead of us now, which would be welcome. And also the province corruptions are still pretty high. Average of 70. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of work to do to get that down. And I'm hoping that we can start lowering the total autonomy soon as well, especially once the capital is completed. Although it's not completed this year, I don't think. It's going to be done next year. And then once that's completed, that is going to reduce the autonomy. Well, it's not going to be directly reducing the autonomy, but it reduces the communications time, which reduces the autonomy in pretty much everywhere. Well, at least in a lot of places, not necessarily everywhere. Oh, wait a minute. There's the taxes. Alright, so 3 months, 4 months, and then we're going to do the ban the sale of officers. And then we're going to start figuring out one of these. I think we might want to do this one first, because the direct taxes is still something that we need a lot better. Oh, and next month we should be able to get a claim in here. Oh, they've been building... Oh, bollocks, no, that was our spy network that got spotted. Well, not much I can do about it. But at least there's no unrest in any provinces right now. Also, we still don't have an heir. Hello, Seatham. You need to get a kiddo. 2.13 legitimacy per year. I mean, that is quite an increase there. I'm getting a lot of discoveries. I think we're now discovering most of Siberia. Which isn't necessarily bad, although I don't think we'll be going too far into Siberia. Ooh, wow. We've got 20,000 manpower. Oh. Right. How about we increase our army? We're going to get a bit more cannons, I think. Getting to 20,000 men. That's going to be the kind of final form of the army. And that is potentially going to give us pretty good modifiers for the sieges as well. Like +3 on most sieges, I reckon. My goodness, so how's the conversions going in here? It is now 46.4%. And 47.3. Yeah, it's going up a decent bit. Oh, right. Let's do the ban the sale officers if we still can. Yes, we can. We're going to lose the stability for that. But I think it's going to be alright, although it's going to increase our corruption quite a bit as well. But it is also going to start reducing some of the corruptions slightly faster. Okay, so we've got autonomy of, or average autonomy of 88%. That's pretty bad. If you look at the autonomy map modes, oh, actually, I suspect that if we were to do like this area into a state now, finally, that might start reducing some of the autonomies in there, because the yeah, the minimum local loss only being 50 probably doesn't help. Still need to do one more core in there, but I'm sure that we're going to manage that soon enough.